Hello YouTube. I'm sorry if the lighting is bad, but I can't really help that. My light is on and it might be just my tablet because I'm using that to record right now. This is going to be a rather serious video. It's a video blog about abuse and also maybe even crossing like bullying also for adults. Bullying and abusing adults is illegal, I think. You can correct me below in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe it is illegal to bully anybody. It should not be happening whatsoever. Nobody deserves to be treated like that. Nobody deserves to be talked to like that. Let me explain something to you guys. I do have a voicemail that I'm going to play in this video, but before I do, I want to explain the situation that led up to why this person left me a voicemail like that. For one, okay, you're going to hear the person say that I contacted them last night, which I admit that I did. But I did not do it to start a fight. I did not do it to argue or act childish or anything of that nature. The only thing I had asked them is straight up, why did you do these things to me? Why are you acting like this, and why can't you just leave me alone? Why do you have to be obsessed with me even though I'm gone? Even though I don't live anywhere near you, you can't let me go. And he pretty much implied as much with a text message I received telling me that if I want to be with the quote-unquote a-hole that I'm with, then I can be, because he's done. I don't recall ever asking him for permission to be with anybody, and the fact that me and him are no longer married and no longer together, I don't have to ask him for permission to do anything. It's not his business who I'm with, where I live, what I do with my finances or anything of that nature. It doesn't matter to him because he's not a part of my life anymore. But yet he's trying to remain in it by causing, these types of things to happen. I know a good friend of mine has advised me to contact the police department where I used to live and let them know if he continues to do this, because I have asked him before to stop texting me and stop contacting me, and I have left it alone, when I've told him that. And he will text me and call me out of the blue, after about a month and a half. He'll get all weepy and feel lonely and then contact me and get all reminiscy with me and try to go down memory lane, which I don't want to do. I don't know what more I can say to him to get him to understand that I don't want to, do that anymore. And I don't want to remember anything that he did. I've been hurt by him in a very bad way, and I'm trying to move forward and live a better life now that I've moved away from that area. But he doesn't want me to forget what happened. It's like he wants to keep bringing stuff up and not let me, move on from it. So yes, the voicemail you're going to hear does say that I contacted him, but I did not. I will repeat, I did not swear at him. I did not accuse him of anything. All I did was ask him for the truth. And what I got in response was a hostile person that sounds very unstable. Because my friend that I'm speaking of that's very close to me, that advised me to contact the police out there if he continues this type of stuff, she heard the voicemail on three-way when he called me, he called me when I was on the phone with her, and she heard the voicemail when I three-wayed my voicemail, and she had even said that he sounds like he's not stable and that he's out of his mind the way he's talking to me, because he's making it sound like I'm the one that's been doing this the entire time, when that's not the factual truth. And he's even went as far as to tell me to leave people alone that I don't even know who they are. Okay, I don't know who these people are that he's telling me to leave alone. I've never contacted them. So how can I leave them alone if I've never said a word to them? How do I leave them alone if I don't know who they are? You know, I haven't done anything to anybody. I haven't started any crap with anyone. You know, it's simple case in point, he don't want to move on. And I'm pretty sure, because I told him, you know, in a voicemail message, well, not voicemail message, but text message, that if he wants to live a bitter life and be like that, then that's his choice, but he's not going to drag me down with him. I'm not going to live like that because he's bitter, lonely, and everything else. You know, there's a reason why he's like that. There's a reason why he's lonely and not with anyone. Maybe people are starting to realize what kind of person he honestly is, because nobody wanted to take what I said, you know, with any seriousness when I was there. Nobody wanted to believe what kind of person he actually was behind closed doors. You know, nobody that adored him and, you know, said that he didn't do those things, they didn't see his actions when me and him were alone. I'm the one that dealt with the outbursts. I'm the one that dealt with his temper. I'm the one that dealt with him verbally slamming me to the ground. I'm the one that dealt with the abuse. I'm the one that had to basically let the police take him to jail because of his actions one night. That was a few years ago. Yes, he's been in jail for domestic violence against me, actually. And the police at that time had told me to get a restraining order against him then, but I didn't do it. Because at that time, I was blinded by how I felt. And I loved him and didn't want to do that, so I didn't. But you know what? I should have, because it would have, you know, it would have stopped all this crap, you know, a long time ago. If I would have just gotten the restraining order, he would have probably, you know, stopped his crap, or it may have antagonized him to do something more, you know, severe. We don't really know, you know. There's always two sides of what the outcome could be with somebody like that that's not stable. They can either stop what they're doing if they get a restraining order served, or they can retaliate and end up, you know, breaking through the restraining order and doing something, you know, terrible to you, which, you know what outcome that can be for a woman that puts a restraining order on her husband. It could be that he could put her in the hospital by beating the crap out of her, or even kill her because he gets enraged because she actually, you know, reported his actions and got tired of it and decided to take a stand against it. You know, I don't know if this is really bullying. It's probably more than that. You know, it's more like harassment and everything else. And it's also, I don't know. I know it's verbal abuse to a certain degree, because the way he talks to me when he leaves voicemails, when he wants to make it sound like I'm the one that's done all this to him and I haven't. You know, I'm not going to go into every single detail that he's done because it's a long story and I just don't want to, you know, unhash that here on YouTube. I'm sure you guys can understand, you know, but, you know, for somebody to do that, you know, wow. It's incredible that he acts like that, you know. I am doing this video. I don't know if I'm actually going to upload it or not. If I do, I'm just hoping that the comments that I receive are not negative in, you know, subject matter, because I'm not looking for any put downs from anybody, you know, from watching this. I'm not looking for criticism or anything else. What would be nice is positive suggestions and, you know, constructive things to be said, not anything that could be considered negative or cruel, or, you know, no name calling, no bashing on me. You know, I'm not acting like the victim here. It may sound like that, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to sound like a victim. I'm just trying to say, you know, this has been going on since I left a year and a half ago. You know, I've tried to break free of this, and he's just kept it going. It took him almost an entire year to get our divorce finalized. He filed last year in July, and it just became final in May of this year. You know, that's a long time to wait to have your divorce finalized. You know, it should not take that long. You know, normally when somebody files for divorce, it's done and over with within a couple of months, no longer than that. It don't take no year to get a divorce. And I know why it took so long for him to do that, because he kept telling me that he didn't want a divorce. And I pushed it because I didn't want to be with him anymore. I had to spell it out for him so he would do it. I told him I was not coming back, that I was happy where I was. I was happy with who I was with, and I wanted to move on with my life. And him staying married to me was preventing me from doing that. And I told him to just get it done, so that way we could both move on and and he could find somebody he could be happy with, if he does find anybody that can tolerate him, and I can be, I can get remarried again in the future when I decide to. You can't get married if you're still married to somebody that doesn't want to do what you need to get done. And it's a bunch of freaking headache. The whole situation's been crazy. I'm sorry if I'm blabbing continuously. I'm not trying to do that. I'm going to go ahead and play the voicemail. I'll let you guys be the judge on what you think, how he sounds. You can tell me if he sounds stable. You can tell me if he sounds crazy. You can tell me anything. I don't care what you say about him. You can tell me your honest feedback. I'm not telling you guys what his name is. Out of respect for him. His identity will remain private, but if you want, we'll just call him Walter. Yeah, we'll just call him Walter. So this is the voicemail, if I can get it to play here. Hold on, guys, give me 1 second.
Hell, Kim, enough. You messaged me out of the blue last night. I didn't send you a fucking text in days. I've asked you repeatedly to lose my motherfucking number. Now fucking lose my number. Don't send me another goddamn text, and I will send you a fucking text or a message. Leave me the fuck be. What part of fucking lose my number do you not fucking get? I'm tired of this shit. All you do is fucking irritate me. Go away. Bye.
Well, that was basically it, guys. So you can let me know in the comments what you think. With that being said, maybe this was also a venting video, I guess. I could title it that way. And, all that. So I don't know when this will be uploaded. Probably maybe later today. Again, I apologize. The lighting is bad and you can't see my face, but it's just the lighting. So, and it might be my tablet as well, but I'm sorry that it's like that, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. And yeah, God bless you all. Bye.